do some coding on JSP using the insert, update, yeah, all the CRUD function basically. All right, so basically you need to create a new project named student. Okay, and then the rest are the same as what we have created before. So it is a web application, yeah, named student, and by default it will create your index.jsp. Yeah, then you need to create another tree: insert, update, and delete. Next, we need to create student DB. This is a database. Yeah. This is your Apache DB. Go to the services and then right click on the Java DB, choose create database and fill in all the details. All right, and then make sure it's connected and then create table. After you create table, yeah, create the column name. Okay, put an ID, name, and branch. And then task number 2, if you have already the connection there, so you can skip this one. Yeah, so this is create the database connection. Connection means that macam ni. So let's say I have my database open here, and then since I already have student DB, so connection means that currently you nampak dia macam break kan. Okay, what you do to make connection, just click on connect. Okay, so ask the password. Okay, put a password there. Then it will be connected. Oh, quite slow sebab saya baru je nak starting. Okay, now it's connected. And then you can look at the APP schema. Open the table. Basically, I have the student table ready. And I have the ID, name, and branch for the column. Okay, so that is the database. So this is the insert.jsp. Sorry. Kejap eh. Right. Okay, so this is your insert.jsp. Let's look to the handouts. Okay, database is done. Okay, this one, exercise number 3. Create database connection pool in application. So this is important for you to make a JDBC connection pool. This is actually like you want to glue your database with the JSP. So what you need to do, go to the apps. Tadi kita create project kan, student project, right click, go to new, and then maybe go to other, and then on the web, oh you don't have that, go to maybe Glassfish, right, this one. So click on JDBC connection pool. So this is required for you to create a JDBC resource attached to the JSP application. So by right, I already have connection pool, so it will automatically detect lah. So katalah saya nak create another one, so I want to create connection pool 2. Okay, so I already have address DB here. So basically this is address DB. I don't want that. I click for student DB. Okay, so I click next. So it will create the data source class name. So this is the client data source. Okay, this is the one that required for you to attach to your JSP application. So the properties is there, student DB, APP, and everything. Just click next, and then after this, click on finish. All right. So what happened basically, it will create a Glassfish resource.xml. So macam tadi, I already have JDBC connection pool. I already have number 1 actually. So now it's creating another one. So basically you ada satu je. Yeah, you only have one connection pool. So this is basically by default there is by default ada satu lah after you have finished that task supposed to be. So now I have one. Yeah. So this is basically the one that we have created just now. Yeah. JDBC connection pool, localhost, all the properties just now that you have set from this window. ya, you create new JDBC connection pool. So dia akan create resource ya, web dia akan create apa tadi, glassfish, glassfish resource.xml. So lepas you buat that exercise, make sure your glassfish resource is there. Next, you need to open the web.xml, web pages, web inf, XML. These are all configuration, So if you didn't do this configuration, maybe later on your JSP to connect with the database, dia takkan work lah. It won't connect. Okay, what you need to do, you need to add on this line between the session config and web app. Okay, I've given you the code. This is basically, you can do it also. This one, first go to the preferences. Okay, add. Basically saya dah ada dah. So what you need to do, just add. Put a name there. My data source. So I basically have it already. So dia akan jadi macam ni lah after you click on OK. Boleh kelas? JDBC my data source. So the handouts already give you step by step how you need to execute it. Next, you need to put this one. Resource ni letak dalam glassfishweb.xml. Go to glassfishweb.xml. Okay, you have the glassfishweb.xml. Go to XML. Okay, put it here. Between the JSP config. And right. Any questions so far? Exercise 3. Ini configuration. We want to create database connection pool in the application. Meaning that you nak macam it's a bridge lah between your application, between your project to the database. Boleh kelas?
Boleh, Doktor.
Boleh, Doktor.
Alright. So after you done that, so make sure after exercise 3 you have all these 3 pages. You ada mula-mula you ada web.xml saja kan. Now you will have glassfish web.xml and also you will have glassfish resource.xml. So make sure this another 2 XML exists in web INF. Kalau tak ada, you kena create, follow the instruction. Follow the instruction, that will be auto created. Right, so that is exercise 3. Next is insert.jsp. So now we want to create a form. Insert.jsp. So, okay, now we will use JSTL, the one that we have learned yesterday, right? Okay, about the JSTL tag. See, it's CSET and everything. You're gonna tag lib prefix C. So this is an exercise that going to practice JSTL. All right, so here, let's say I'm creating a new page. Yes, I dah ada insert. Just not to show you how to do it. JSP, I name it insert 1. So standard syntax, choose on, finish. Right, so this build to created kan. So just want to remove the hello world. Then I name it as insert page. Okay, next, you want to do this box, right? You want to do this form. So in NetBeans, ada satu palette here. Pernah guna tak? Have you used this?
No.
Okay, so this is basically NetBeans UI. So you can use this palette. Kalau tak ada, you can open it on window. Editor, is it? No, IDE Tools, palette. Okay, if doesn't exist dekat tepi tu. So when you open up this, you boleh drag and drop all the features over here. Especially kalau you nak buat table, you nak buat form. For example, saya nak buat form, HTML form. Just drag this one. So dia akan ask you what is the action where you want to submit this form. So let's say I want to submit to insert.jsp. So I have the insert.jsp. I select the file. And then the method I want it to be post. And then the name of the form is insert. Okay, so just click insert. So automatically it will create the form for you. So ini extra lah kan. Kalau nak guna nak coding hard code pun boleh, no problem. If you want to just drag and drop, you can also do that. Okay, let's say I want to do the UI just now in a table. Yeah, supaya dia nampak lagi kemas. So I want to make it 2 rows, 2 column. I think 3 rows, right? 4 rows. We have 4 rows because kita ada submit button and etc. Border size I want to be 0. Cell spacing, make it 2. Nampak cantik sikit. Make it 4. Cell padding. Right? So the table auto created for you. Okay. So now let's say kita ada this title, right? Header, right? So let's say kita ada, we just put insert form for the title. Okay, next is name, right? And then name or ID? ID. Is it ID? Then name. Then branch. And then this will be the submit button. Okay, for text field, what you can do, just have text input, drag that one here. So give it a name, ID. So it's a text. Okay, so name, drag here, put a name there, text. Kalau you nak buat password, you ambil lah ya, dia punya type tu. And then this is branch, so dia akan jadi macam hidden lah. Dia pun ada input type text hidden ya, pun boleh juga. Right, so this one I want it to be button. So ada button kat sini. Okay button. Okay, katalah saya nak ambil here. So be submit, right? Submit. Lagi satu, cancel kan. Reset. So name it as cancel. There you go. Saya dah cepat kan? So boleh hantar cepat lah kan? So this is the creating insert page. Yeah? Boleh? Try
Boleh.
run. Try run. Tengok how does it look. And the file. Wait a moment. Dia tengah start the Glassfish. So ni kalau you nak gunakan untuk your project later on, ya, boleh pakai palette ni. Cepat sikit lah kan. So there are other things as well. Untuk database pun ada. So but this one is only for TSTL tag SQL. Ya. So dia akan pakai SQL prefix. Nanti later kita nak buat Java bin. Okay, you also can do this. Dia ada features for use bin, set bin property. And also ada JSTL if tag. Ya. And apa lagi? Drop down. This is basically HTML lah. Okay. So boleh practice lah. Ya, kalau nak buat you punya HTML due this week kan? Project. Betul? Storyboard You can make use that one juga. Gunakan yang palette ni. Ya. Untuk buat all the HTML yang ada radio button, drop down kan? Boleh. Okay, this is insert.page page tadi while waiting there. So dalam insert page tu, above the form tag, you need to put 3 CSET tags to get value of ID, name and text. Because this form, dia akan submit to the form. So maksudnya dia tak akan hantar kepada Servlet ataupun tak akan hantar kepada Java Bin. So this is all JSP. So you're going to submit this insert.jsp kepada insert.jsp. Right? So you need to put the CSET here. So just copy this one. Be above the form tag. So ni above the form tag. Okay. In order for you to make it run, this one, ini yang wajib lah. So for using the standard tag, yang kita guna CSET tu, is a standard tag. You need to put this one on top of the JSP page. Okay. Alright, nampak tak ni?
Nampak.
Okay. So maksudnya ke atas, kat sini lah. Ya. Make sure your tab lib is running. So yesterday saya dah cakap pasal this one. Somehow your friend yang group A dah buat, ada yang tak work on client data source. Kalau tak work, you can try use client driver. So it depends actually on your NetBeans because sometimes your NetBeans have the predefined library. So ada yang support client driver and also client data source. So both are accepted. Tapi ada yang tak support client data source tapi dia support client driver. So you can play around with these two for the driver itself.
Doktor, tukar dekat situ je. Yang dekat tempat lain tak payah tukar.
Tempat lain ada yang saya tunjuk.
Macam dekat
Reference ada saya tunjuk. Ada satu lagi nanti yang menggunakan my data source. Nanti you kena code dia tukar sikit. Sekejap Alright. After that kat sini dah settle yang this one. So you kena buat if condition. Yang ini untuk insert JSTL if tag. Yang ini untuk insert statement. Okay. This one you boleh drag je daripada palette tu. Sekejap. Tadi nak show you yang insert page yang tadi kita buat tadi. Inilah dia ni. Nampak?
Nampak.
Okay. Alright. So let's move to this. Insert tadi kita dah ada form. Okay. Next is kita dah put this one. Okay. Kalau client data source work for you, just use it. Kalau tak work, please try to change to client driver. Okay, after C set statement, lepas C set statement yang ni, insert one JSTL if tag. Ini you nak check error checking lah. Okay, so meaning that you need to check if ID not equal to null and name not equal to null and branch not equal to null. So you set the variable name result and the scope is page. So what you need to do, dia kata after C set kan, go to the palette, right click the JSTL if tag. Okay, ini condition dia. So tadi kena letak curly bracket. Apa tadi? Ada dollar sign ke depan bracket and then bracket ID not equal to null kan? Yes. Saya boleh tanya soalan? Boleh kan?
Boleh.
Okay. And then you buat ni and lepas tu buatlah apa lagi? ID tadi name not equal to null and then and then apa lagi? Branch Ni lah if condition macam you punya form verification. So you nak check not equal to null. Variable name you dah result. Scope is page. Ini scope yang kita belajar yesterday about ada page, ada request, ada session, ada application. Yang saya terangkan session ni per session user, application ni untuk all users. Page is within the page itself. Request ni more or less untuk from one page to another page, you nak request guna variable yang sama. So that is the scope. Okay, so dia dah auto create for you. Something is missing. Where? Can anyone spot? Come on. Double quote. Ada.
Penutup yang tu.
Lagi? Okay dah. Boleh So this is the end of the C tag. Lepas tu dalam ni, yang tadi kita ada if kan? So bila kita dah buat if else, what happen inside? Okay. So write the condition as shown in, okay this one lah. Buat dah. Now dalam C if tag tadi, okay what we need to do, kita kena buat insert query. Okay, kalau everything is not null, then you can do the insert statement. Insert into student values. So this one also you boleh buat daripada palette. Go to the database tag, drag and drop the db insert dalam C if. Okay, let's do that. Palette, db insert. Alright. Okay, variable name tadi apa? Result Result page data source tadi, my data source. Insert into table. Then Then column name tadi kita specify tak? Here. Tak. Okay, kita boleh remove. Dia ada banyak jenis syntax ya. Whether you want to specify the column or not. Kalau tadi kita ada 3, we just put the 3 question marks. Values, right? There you go. Dah ada. Okay, cuma untuk yang ni, saya rasa syntax dia kena ada this one code. I think so. Let me check it out. Yep, you need to have $sign juga kat depan ni. Yeah. So dalam saya punya code tak ada. So make sure bila you buat nanti, you letak. Yeah. Kena ada. Oh, sorry. $sign dengan curly bracket. Boleh? Ya, so betulkan yang ini ya. Dalam saya punya Hangouts tak ada. So for all yang ada menggunakan data source, so make sure you fix this one. Yeah, add $sign and also the curly bracket open and close. Okay, for this one, dah settle. Ya, nak buat insert kan. Okay. Now you need to follow this one. You need to insert parameter value that you set using CSET. So after the insert statement, you need to place these 3 SQL param tags to set value of the question mark. Ni macam kalau dalam servlet kita buat set string, kan? Set integer. So this is in the GSTL code. So we put it here after the insert statement inside the SQL update tag. So here. You nak format bagi dia nampak comel macam ni ya. You just ambil right click format, so dia okey lah. Okay, this statement set value ID in the first in the place of the first question mark. So dia akan ambil lah ID untuk the first one kat sini ya. Right, and then you need to print the student table. So sekarang just now we insert data, right? Lepas tu you nak print out the value back. So you can also use the report report features dalam palette window. Yeah, go to the palette and then drag drop DB report. Yeah, from and then letak sebelum end of the form tag. Okay. Kita dah ada form. Okay, sebelum form tag habis kita buat punya report. Mending tak kita nak display back the value. Before Bukan after. Before. After, right. I think it's after. Okay, just drag it here. But form tu you nak submit kan? So now you want to display back the values that you have been submitted. So this one still my data. Di besar kan? My data source is select all from then. Kalau student notebook ya, you boleh letakkan schema dekat depan. app.schema. Ya, kalau it doesn't work only student, but somehow ada yang work ya. Okay, yang ni make sure you letak apa tadi $sign open and close curly bracket. Okay. This is the default one So tadi dia dah ada all the C if tag for each loop. Yeah, so dia akan tengok lah for each of the column name and then dia akan print out the values. Boleh? Alright, try run this one. Okay, ini untuk insert. Insert dah settle. Next, you buat creating update page. So I already given to you the SQL. First, you need to select dulu kan, select ID from student, and then you can retrieve the ID. Lepas tu, you have a drop down menu here. And then after drop down, you pilih ni option kan. You pilih ID, and then dia akan keluarkan all the information for that selected ID. And then let's say if you want to edit the name and branch, okay, so this is the insert statement for you to edit the name and branch, where the ID that have been selected from the option. So this is basically for update page. Next, you need to create delete page. Yeah, so this is one more query that you need to run. Yeah, so given to you the delete SQL and also the syntax as well for SQL. First, you need to check dulu lah. Yeah, of course, the condition to check if ID not equal to null and ID not equal to select. I mean, you need to select the ID first, and then baru you boleh run the delete statement. Alright. Okay, ni yang saya dah ada ya, insert tadi. So let's say ID kecil sangat. Boleh nampak?
Boleh.
So nanti you boleh lah kalau nak color-color ke apa ke, just to make it fun. So saya pun buat coloring sikit. So just want to add katalah nak tambah branch, tak apa. Okay, submit. So it will be auto-created. Tapi bagian update and delete, tak ada lagi. So you need to make one more ya untuk update and delete. So this is only insert data. So nak check database, whether it's insert or not, view the data. So it's there already. Boleh? So this is lab 8. Yeah, so basically this lab 8 will give you all the codes yang you buat, you know, the code to insert, update and delete directly from database, only JSP. Alright, next you have PostLab. Okay, PostLab basically integrate with JSP as well with a database, but right now kita nak create DVD library. Yeah, so this is another database. So create a DVD library. So I just give instruction here. Lepas tu create table item. And then populate the table with values through SQL commands. Maksudnya you run this command through the this one. Katalah you nak run execute command. You run the command over here. Untuk masukkan data. To populate data in the table. Next, perform the following steps. So this is basically the one that we have in the lab 8. The first one is create the data source in deployment descriptor. This one is data source yang ada dalam steps exercise 3 in lab 8, and then configure the data source for connection pool and also the JDBC data source. Next, you create a JSP file. Ini nak show je. So data dah masuk, you buat select je. Write JSP JSTL code to display the data from database. So you can use the report tadi dalam palette, you have a report, right? So you can make use of that untuk list out all of this. And then PostLab ni submit by Sunday boleh?
Boleh.
Boleh,
ya?
Doktor.
Tak ada test lah.
Semua dah lepas.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Alright, any questions before we end? You can proceed with the lab exercise and post-lab. If you have any problem ataupun ada dah buat, boleh connect. Tak buat lagi.
Belum.
Okay. Alright, you can continue. Yep. Insert, okay. Update, you kata apa? Merah dia? Unable. So, have you checked this one? You letak tak ni? Mana tadi? This one. All your pages, update, delete, kena ada this syntax. Ada. Okay, how about this one? Client data source. Have you changed it? Dah try dah client driver. Okay. How about tadi yang saya show tadi? Insert one. This one. Betul kah? It doesn't work. Alright. Kalau tak ada connection tu, normally this one lah. Ni. Ataupun password semua betul Student DB tu exists, client driver, alright, and then normally memang dia kata connection okay. Alright, can you send me the file later on? I'll try to troubleshoot. Sebabnya kalau you dah test everything, maybe there are something else. Update saja. Okay. Anything? Anyone yang lain? Any problem? Tak ada lagi. Okay, so maybe for those who have not started, please start and try it out. This very useful exercise because you can experience the insert, update and delete, and then you can practice it for your project as well. Tapi ini hanya untuk insert direct kepada JSP. For your project, you need to basically have a model and also servlet. That one will be handled in lab 12-13, something like that. So kita akan nampak the connection between model, controller, and also JSP. Yes, the view. All right. Anything else, class? Okay. Tak ada. Kalau tak ada, I think that's all. Please continue with the lab exercise. If you have any problem, just let me know. I'll try to troubleshoot, with you. Okay. I think that's all. Thank you, class.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.